No, it's tea. Shot.
there for Atlantic City. Basafe Date, Daniel Diaz-Bonilla, Roberto Alacron, Johnny Fennick, Auden Tate, Jeremy Opon, Christian Schneider, Nicholas Longer, Nicholas Crudini, and Louis Jean-Baptiste, and in net, Marvin Dorchin. Okay, I'm going to. Does that work? And we're getting ready, set to roll here between ACFC and First State FC. Underway, and First State begins things, going left to right. This will be Fennick here on the near side. I'll send it back to the back line. This is Longer. Big intimidating presence for Atlantic City. Across the way, the far side now, Date. Tries to send it up, and out of bounds it goes, and First State FC takes over with possession. Steal here by AC. This is Louis Jean-Baptiste trying to get up through with it, and the ball clears back to the back line of Atlantic City as Fennick sends it back to the goalkeeper, Dorchin. This is Longer being pressured, send it back to Dorchin, who just punts it away back towards midfield to end that threat. It's Auden Tate. Now here on the near sideline, just back, and now he hits the deck. No whistle. Louis Jean-Baptiste now up the sideline. Try to send it ahead. Here is Opong. Opong with a chance, coming on in strong, and that one taken away by Sergio Simo, the goalkeeper, in for the first time. About 90 seconds gone in this one. And already some action both ways. Fennick now looking to reset things, send it to the back line, and misfired pass, but Date there to collect. And now back to the goalkeeper, Dorchin. That one deflected out in front, and Dorchin has to go slide for it. First State threatening here. But now Atlantic City gets their chance to reset.
Looks like First State's trying to issue the higher press, and it seems to be working right now.
Houdini fighting for the ball, and Diaz-Bonilla, but stolen away by First State. Up ahead. That one cleared out of the way as Longer knocks out of bounds, but First State keeps possession.
First State seems to be on the front foot right about now.
That was Fall threatening there for First State. Diaz-Bonilla tripped up, and there is a whistle. Possession ruled in favor of AC after the foul.
That's a good foul, though. Good place of the field.
Fennick now back to Longer. AC trying to come out and be a little bit more aggressive than last week. Date quickly taking it up. AC playing catch on the far sideline, back to Longer now. Fennick sends it up. Has a streaking Schneider, and he can't get to it. Out of bounds it goes, but not that bad of an attempt there for Atlantic City to try to get something going.
I don't mind that play. I don't mind that. See how the field reacts. Trying to switch the fields. catch First State off guard. I don't mind it.
There's that Atlantic City pressure as First State just has to send this one to the AC side of the field. Out of bounds it goes. And Atlantic City with possession is Date to throw it in. And now he'll just pass those duties off to Schneider. This one's sent up ahead and deflected back around. First State back with possession. But there's Atlantic City swarming the ball once again. Diaz-Bonilla with a steal, far sideline. Alacron sends it back to the back line of AC. Have a whistle as he hit the deck. So far, so good. And despite a scoreless game, Atlantic City definitely pressuring more and trying to create more offensive chances.
I'd like to see him get a little bit more wide. It seems everyone's kind of condensed in the center right now. And I think when AC got the ball in wide, I think they had a lot more threat.
Dorchin on this free kick. Sent it deep near the box. That one headed out and cleared. Schneider, they're trying to corral it back up in the air. It's still bouncing around. Another chance out in front. A shot on net off the crossbar. Atlantic City's threatening. And definitely the pressure you want early in this contest. It looks like Atlantic City back to their old scoring ways as they are creating a lot of chances and nearly put one through there.
It must be wonderful to have a 6'5" threat sitting in the center of the park, just waiting to get his head on the ball. You can see right now he's getting trying to get pushed off the ball, and that guy is no match for him.
Longer does have a goal this year. There's the throw-in, bit off balance, headed up in the air, and out of bounds it goes. It will be a goal kick.
Curious to see if First State's going to slow down their tempo now. Usually want to try to set it high to start off the game, but I'm seeing that with AC in the attack, I think they're going to start slowing down a little bit more.
This one's set on the AC side of the field, but Atlantic City there to easily corral as Diaz-Bonilla tries to get to the sideline. Gets this one back as well with a steal along the far sideline. Trying to send it up. That one's deflected. Schneider managed to kick it off a First State player, and now Atlantic City moving fast. This ball deflected around, and the goalkeeper, Sorso Simo, picks it up, and he'll roll it on as First State takes over again. Nearly another steal, and this one is sent back well towards in the area of Dorchin, calling off his defenders. See Fall trying to give him pressure for First State as Dorchin sends it back to Sorso Simo. So even the goalkeepers are playing catch here. It's Ferment on the near side.
That's a good
Sending across, and we have a steal. Atlantic City with a chance. Alacron sends it over. Opong, and the flag goes up. Offsides. Atlantic City just missed on that opportunity.
It's good pressure coming from the AC side. I'd like to see that too. I'd like to see him attacking early. Try to get the defense on their heels, see if they're going to cough anything up, and work for First State against AC early in the game. I want to see if it works for AC as well.
First State trying to take it up. Diaz-Bonilla being a pest, though, for Atlantic City as Longer sends it back up. And Diaz-Bonilla again. Over to Tate. Tate hit down from behind. There's a whistle, and we're going to get a foul here. Bit of a warning, no yellow. That's now the second time Tate's been knocked down from behind in this first half.
This is a pretty dangerous position to try to get back on the head of Longer. Looks like they have someone a little bit tougher on him this time.
Alacron to take this kick here on the set piece. Schneider's also walking around. AC's been very creative over the past couple weeks. Hit a bit of a wall last week. Schneider fakes, and Alacron sends one deep in. A chance, a header, and just deflected, and what a save there by Serso Simo.
Fantastic reaction save. Quality set piece coming from the AC side.
Nicely placed, too. Looked like that one actually was going to reach the net, but perfectly timed header. Nearly finds way in the back of the net. We have a corner kick. And Diaz Bonilla on the far side. Sending one in. Headed right out. Schneider trying to get to it. And now First State a chance. Moving fast. Just avoid that slide tackle as Tate gives chase. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be AC ball. Quick throw into Dorchin. And now Atlantic State will get a chance to reset as we're just about to hit the 10-minute mark here in this first half. AC's been a big scoring threat this season. Kind of got quieted last week as Diaz Bonilla is going to give chase this one after this long pass. Fight for the ball. Out of bounds it goes. And it will be First State ball. And AC was stuffed last week, despite the overturned result, of course. But usually this season, they'll easily find the net. Around 3 goals a game. They even put up a 6 spot in a 6-0 shutout of Hershey FC just a few weeks ago. First State trying to make something happen on the far side, but all this constant pressure right now from Atlantic City, keeping on the offensive side. Luis Jean-Baptiste going to give chase as this ball finds its way back to Serso Simo. He'll send one up and misfired on that pass. Out of bounds it goes, and Atlantic City can't take advantage. Fennec calling for the ball, wanting a quick throw in, and now AC's going to take their time here.
First State's having problems getting out of the back right now. They're trying to find number 25 up top, but they're having difficulty doing so. I think they let the tricks out of the bag too early.
Fennec with another throw in here. And now he'll hand off duties. This will be Schneider. Has a cannon for an arm here. He can easily find this ball near the goalie box with this throw. Long throw in, up in the air, headed just out. First State clears for the moment. Diaz Bonilla. This one sent in. A chance, a header from Fennec, and it's in! Atlantic City
Beautiful
strikes
play.
first.
Well played, well played. Great idea to hit it out to the outside, to have another service into the box. Everyone's still set up. That was fantastic on AC's front.
Johnny Fennec's second goal of the season. It's a beauty off the header. AC had plenty of options, and they have a 1-0 lead here. It's a little over 12 minutes gone here in the first half.
Well played, well played.
To get another look at this goal. Beautifully set up by Opong, and boy, you just had plenty of options there. You had 3 different options right there for Atlantic City, and Fennec was the lucky one for that header right past Serso Simo.
Had the goalkeeper on the wrong foot. He wasn't even thinking going that side. Well done, going his opposite way.
AC not taking their foot off the gas here. Here's Opong now off the steal, trying to send it ahead for Jean-Baptiste, still a little too far. And now First State looking for anything to do right now to try to reset things and calm down this attack. Fight for it again. Diaz Bonilla with the steal. Ball's loose. It will trickle out of bounds, and it's First State ball.
ACFC is doing a fantastic job keeping First State in their own half, not giving them many chances to get out, swallowing up any play that they can.
Another steal here for Atlantic City, and now they'll send to the back line of Longer. Here it is to Fennec, who just scored the goal for AC. Head for Jean-Baptiste. Couldn't corral it. Now Tate giving chase. That's to the near side for Williams. And that goes out of bounds as well. First State still with the ball, quickly throws it in. Williams again, trying to send it up. Pressure by AC. Diaz Bonilla trying to get the steal. He hits the deck. No whistle. And now First State across the field. They'll send it up. Moving fast here. This ball gets ahead. Chance now for First State. That one deflected by Date. Well done. Chance. Slow shot on goal as Dorchin crosses it with his foot away from the crossbar. And now he'll pick it up, and AC will reset. Fennec sends it back to Dorchin. Across the way for Date. First State pressure now a little bit. Trying to set something up, looking for numbers. But quickly Atlantic State shuts that down. And we're going to get another foul on First State as Alacron hit the deck. We're going to get a yellow. First one of the contest. So they're going to hit Sean Genus with that one. There's Fennec now. Playing catch with Date. Up ahead for Diaz Bonilla. And now AC looking for an opening. Table settle things down. Comes the pressure from First State. Diaz Bonilla. Nifty passing over to Tate. And now he'll start sprinting upfield. Missed opportunity there for Atlantic City as Opong could not handle the pass. Out of bounds it goes. Got a whistle as this ball comes to the near side. Got a foul. First State still with it. Williams now. And then we're waiting on the free kick on the far side. First State moving now.
Dangerous position.
Chance on the side, ahead, and that one just missed out in front. Dorchin lucky that one didn't connect. Could have had a tie ball game. Genus, the intended receiver on that one, tried to strike it through, but just a little far. Fennec to throw it in. This one immediately hit by First State. It'll be headed up in the air. That's Ferment. But AC trying to keep it. Another whistle, and Alacron hit the deck. Foul on First State. Looked like. Langston trying to reset things, and now looks like Dorchin is going to make his way up towards midfield for Atlantic City. Try to get everybody back. This will be one of those longer set pieces, to say the least.
It's good to see they have confidence in them to take these kicks, but it could hit Diaz Bonilla for the short pass. they've had a lot of success so far with these set pieces. I think that they should keep peppering First State if they want to have more success. And he does. He goes for it.
Header by Longer up in the air. This one corralled by the goalkeeper, Serso Simo. So there's that opportunity once again for Atlantic City. Ball kind of hung in the air. Nonetheless, First State goalkeeper had to do some work. Longer will head this back across midfield. First State tries to corral. Now you have a chance heading forward. Genus couldn't handle that one. Jean-Baptiste now for Atlantic City. Alacron. And that one a little too far out of reach. First State takes over again. You can see the constant pressure from Atlantic City as Opong now keeps it in. He just lost out of bounds, and First State gets the ball right back again. And a couple whistles after that throw in. So the foul was on Atlantic City. First State not really setting much up other than trying to get the offense going once more. Good D from Atlantic City. This one's out in front. Crossed away. It's Williams. Sending one in. Deflects around, and Dorchin dives, and he's going to corral that ball, and thus ends the threat there for First State.
First State was moving the ball, catching ACFC on their heels a little bit. But I'd love to see a goalkeeper come off the line. Dorchin did a fantastic job on that play.
Seemed like that was the first time First State actually had a golden opportunity of a couple different passes, and it seemed like a different look there.
Yeah, they seemed a lot more comfortable. I think even though ACFC had a lot of players back, they were still picking the ball around and looked like they were dangerous in the attack.
This one's sent a long way. Diaz Bonilla is trying to be on the receiving end of this one. Gets ahead of him. Can he keep it in? He does, and a chance now for Atlantic City. Diaz Bonilla coming on in strong. Opong missed. There's Tate, a blast. That one, what a save. Another chance for Opong. Now he gets knocked down in the box. No whistle. Now we're going to have one.
He's pointing to the spot.
Boy, Atlantic City with the speed. Definitely have an extra step here this evening. Let's see who's going to take this one as First State as a costly foul.
Fantastic initial save for Serso Simo, but if he could have parried that away around the bar, that would have been ideal, but he was just reacting, and what can you do? AC was pouncing, though. Fantastic on there.
It looks like Johnny Fennick, who scored the first goal this evening at the 12-minute mark, is going to line up to take this PK.
He's got his confidence up. They're working on the early brace. I like to see it.
He only had one goal within the first 5 games. But the star defender for Atlantic City can have his second one tonight if he nails this one through. Let's see if Serso Simo can guess right for First State. Looks like Fennick going to opt to kick with his left foot here. The run up. Fennick scores!
Buries it.
2-0 Atlantic City. Courtesy of Johnny Fennick. Right at the 23-minute mark, it's 2-0.
He lined that up and just hit it with power. That was fantastic. Picked the right side, put his head down, and buried it. Serso Simo guessed the right way, reacted, but no chance on that shot.
This is a stark difference from last week. If you're watching Atlantic City against FC Motown, couldn't really get anything going offensively. Only managed 1 goal. 2 games previous for that, they had 10 combined. Got 2 tonight. We're only in the first half.
It's going to be interesting to see how First State reacts.
A man down for AC. It's Auden Tate. Play continues. Tate is back to his feet. That ball goes out of bounds. First State will keep possession here. Good effort there by Sean Genus. Williams now for First State. And this ball immediately stolen by Tate, who was down briefly before. Cudini back over to Date, far side. Cudini and Longer. Up ahead for Tate. Tate, some nifty footwork, and now he hits the deck, fell over, looks like his own feet. No whistle. First State on the move now. Date, good D along the side. First State trying to reset a little bit. This one sent in, and Dorchin had to get a hand on that one.
Save. Way to get down on that one. Great reaction.
So Dorchin came to play here this evening. Get another look at that shot.
Love to see Atlantic City getting a lot of people up, a lot of people back. They're attacking on all 4. The whole team attacks, the whole team gets back. But First State is being pretty sneaky with things, especially hiding on the back door. I don't see that ACFC is picking that up just yet.
Here's the corner kick for First State. This one sent on in, the header, and it's deflected way out of the box. And look at this, giving chase. Atlantic City immediately on the offensive with Schneider. Sent across. Jean-Baptiste far side. Let it bounce. He'll corral it, keeps it in, sends it in. That one deflected up in the air. See where this ends up. Opong the header. First State trying to clear, and they do. And Atlantic State is constantly with this pressure. First State just struggling to get it across midfield.
AC's not giving them any time on the ball. They don't have any time to react. They're just getting swallowed up by the Atlantic City defense.
This is Tate now. Lost it. He hits the deck again. He's been involved in a lot of contact tonight. That is a foul. Tell you what, Tate, who missed last week with injury, he's been knocked around a little bit here this evening. Now, you mentioned this pressure from Atlantic City. I mean, are you able, mostly, I mean, they've proven it so far. They've been able to keep up this pace for most of their games, but I mean, if you're First State, that has to wear on you mentally.
Yeah, you're down 2-0. You know, in the first half, you traveled all this way. It's not fun. It's gonna be hard to act as a team. You see a lot of individuals out here. I don't see much acting in the sense of getting things back in order just yet. Might take a halftime speech from the coach to get things in order.
Alacron sends one a little bit low, headed out for the moment. Diaz being going to give chase, and that ball is out of bounds. It's ruled in favor of Atlantic City. He's looking to throw it in quickly, but now they'll slow things down as Schneider takes the jog over to the sideline. They'll want his cannon for an arm.
I like to see AC keep up the pressure. You know, they're 2 down. Let's.
Now one deflected down. Diaz Benil on the sideline now. Schneider near the box. Fennick couldn't catch up to it. Out of bounds it goes again. So Schneider opted for the short throw rather than throwing into the box, but from that position he could certainly get it near the net. This one's on the way. It's loose out in front, headed up in the air. Little bicycle kick there, another backwards kick, and that'll go right into the arms of Cerso Simo. So not a bad attempt there from Atlantic City. Once again, just keeping First State on their heels.
Atlantic City opts to reset instead of turning and facing First State. Not a bad option there. Get numbers back. Spread First State out.
Opong trying to steal this one away. And AC gets it back again. Date back over to the goalkeeper, Dorchin. And now to the near side, Fennec, as Atlantic City will look to calm things down a little bit. First State has their moments of looking like they're going to attack pretty well offensively. The defense has come alive tonight for Atlantic City. Looking for their 5th win on the season. It's good passing. Here's Jean-Baptiste. Over the center, Cardini. Jean-Baptiste again. Crossed away. Chance now. This one's sent on in and a little too far and out of bounds. But nonetheless, there seems to be a lot more openings when AC can spread the ball out like that.
Well, keeping them in the back, what it's doing is causing First State to go and try to chase the ball. And what that's doing to them is spreading the field. Okay, and that's allowing the alleys for Atlantic City to get out instead of just trying to boot the ball along. They're possessing the ball and working their way up, down through the channels.
Ball out of bounds. AC with possession. Quick throw in. This was up to Jean-Baptiste. Ball be headed around. Tate back to Diaz Bonilla. Couldn't settle it. First State clears as Gina sends it up. This one up and longer. Comes down with it. Back over to Date. Cudini now. Has some black shirts around him. There's Tate. A little over 30 minutes gone here in this first half. AC with a 2-0 lead, courtesy of Johnny Fennec. The 12-minute mark, and then at the 23-minute mark with a penalty kick. This one kept in by Ferment. And it does go out of bounds. Went over the line, and Fennec, quick throw in for Atlantic City. There's Diaz Bonilla up ahead. Tate, and the flag comes up. And, boy, he was left all alone as that ball actually does trickle into the back of the net. A little too far ahead, but there's that presence of Auden Tate. 2 goals on the season. Missed last week, and, boy, they love having him back.
ACFC is relentless. This is fantastic for them. First State cannot get out of their own half.
Probably says a lot when Atlantic City's back line is able to spend a majority of the first half up near the midfield mark. Diaz Bonilla. Alcron. Schneider now. A little tossed around. Here's Date back over to Longer. Long pass ahead, headed up in the air. Denies Schneider of pulling that one down. But Atlantic City has the ball, and Schneider immediately going to be on the sideline for this upcoming throw-in.
AC bringing numbers once again. If they can take advantage of the long throw, it acts as another set piece.
Mentioned it all evening so far. Schneider can pretty much throw it a mile. Waiting on AC to get set. Here comes the throw-in. Headed down, out in front. Shot on net, and it goes!
Oh, that just lined up perfectly for him.
Tremendous stuff from Atlantic City.
Again, set pieces coming into a huge play for Atlantic City.
Roberto Alacron with the goal and a 3-0 lead. You mentioned before, Schneider throwing it in basically acts as another set piece.
It's another corner. It really does. And if you watched ACFC, they lined up. It's another set piece. It's, you know, if we're down on the sideline, somebody throws it in. You're just trying to get it in, you know, to get played started again. ACFC lines up. They have Lager right on the goalkeeper around that area, pushing around. You know, they couldn't get it into the net, so what do? They pushed it out. That was something that I've definitely practiced on the training ground.
Delacroix's first of the season. Only had 34 minutes credited to him coming into this one, so that's got to feel good. Solid strike on that one. At the 34-minute mark now, Atlantic City. Looking eerily similar to their last home win against Hershey FC, where they won 6-0. Relentless pressure and a huge lead early on. And we're going to get a handball there.
And then kicking away, I'm sure the ref's going to have a talking with him.
Sean Genus not happy about that call. But I think we even saw this from up here. That ball clearly hit his forearm.
See, the frustrations are piling high with First State. Now's the time to get some leadership. We need somebody reining the rest of the team in. I hate saying it, but I don't really see it.
Dorchin to boot this one for Atlantic City. Sends it up. He set one up. Ball's loose, and Sergio Simo's going to let this one trickle out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
You know what I love on that is that Longer took people away from that play. So they're so used to him now being the target of the play on any set piece that anytime they're going to follow him. And that actually opens up the rest of ACFC.
Williams now. He'll get it back as First State trying to reset things along the back line. AC constantly putting themselves back on the offensive. Williams up ahead. Good slide there by Longer. Almost got cleared it, and that one's going to just trickle wide of the net.
Well played by Dorchin. Cut off the angle. He didn't commit. That was well played.
Nearly found the back of the net. Would have been a nice answer for First State.
Looking back at First State's results recently, I believe Ben Hassan, he's a clean sheet killer. He finds it back in that at least once a game. He's scored, 4 in the last 5 games. He's dangerous. He'll take his moments.
Dorchin's taking his time with this goal kick. Up ahead. First State. Another threatening opportunity. Near the box, deflected around, bounced around. First State wanted a handball. They're not going to get the call. This one's sent back for Furman. Williams, some contact, and now we're going to get a whistle.
Starting to get a little chippy out there.
Yeah, you see hanging on to a 3-goal lead at the moment.
I'm interested to see what First State can bring here. How are they going to line up? Are they going to dump it in? Are they going to try to do something short? Maybe play it down the wing? There's no options there just yet. They're even going to try to take a shot. I think it's a little too far out for a shot.
Naga sends one in, and Dorchin just snags that one out of the air. They'll send it a long way up ahead, and Sergio Simo goes back, scoops it up. First State trying to reset things now. ACFC threatening again. Got a possible steal right here. Ball's loose. Diaz Bonilla. Now we got a whistle. Frustration's just mounting right now for First State.
This can be a tough area for a kick. You're a little too close. It might be hard to try to bend it around the wall. ACFC might look to dish it off and kind of loft it in. I'm interested to see what they do here.
Another set-piece opportunity. Like we've mentioned so far, Atlantic State throughout the entire year, very creative. They've scored a lot off these set pieces, especially this close to the box. See what they have cooked up here. Fennick just over the head of Cerso Simo, and too bad it's not American football. That would have been 3 points to the goalpost.
See, if that shot's 5 yards out, that's right on point. That's right on net. That's why it's real tough to get it right outside the 18.
Diaz Bonilla to corral this one again. He hits the deck, and another foul. Holding his side at the moment, seems to be all right. Gets up under his own power. And it's definitely getting chippy down there. Diaz Bonilla pleading with the ref. Sowing him, also jawing a little bit. Coming near the end of the first half, it's been all Atlantic City so far. 2 goals for Johnny Fennick and 1 for Roberto Alacron. And speaking of him, he will take the free kick here. This one's sent on in, up in the air, curving, and out of bounds it goes. Cerso Simo quickly picking up another ball to get this one back in play. Diaz Bonilla steal. AC with a chance. Diaz Bonilla jukes out, throw, and that one goes just wide of the net again with that left-footed shot. I'll tell you what, he's pressuring. He's all over the place, Diaz Bonilla.
He's getting a lot of touches. It's really effective. It's wonderful for ACFC to have. And that pressure, First State really does not have an answer just yet.
Could be one here up on the attack, and Atlantic City can see quickly just getting back on the defensive, and Opong wreaking havoc as well with the steal. This one sent to the back line of Atlantic City. It's longer. Now the near side for Fennick. Up ahead, that pass finds no one. First State takes over as Ferment will throw it in. Good deflection there. Atlantic City, constant pressure as Jean-Baptiste gets his foot squarely on that one. This one's up ahead. Genus sends it over. Job by Schneider to keep it out. There's nothing really getting set up here for First State. Constantly have to switch sides of the field. This is Williams. Up ahead, deflected. Up ahead, trying to clear the defense. Atlantic State, a shot on net, and that one finds the back. First State FC is on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. In the 43rd minute, First State finally gets one back.
Benason is dangerous with the ball at his feet. And once he goes, he drives right to the net. He's great nose for the goal. Like I said before, that's his 5th goal now in 6 games. So, clean sheet killer. Even though ACFC has a firm grip on this game, he found a way.
Hassan Ben Suleiman Fall, as you just mentioned, putting the 5th one of the season into the back of the net. He's been their prime goal scorer all season. And he gets First State back into this one, cuts the lead down to 2. And I got to say, with a minute and change to go in the half, that's huge. But Tate looking to have something to say about that as it's deflected out of bounds. And boy, he almost had Opong in the clear for the 4th goal of the half. Well, we're going to have a minute and change. We'll see how much additional time we get before we head into the halftime locker room as Schneider will throw it in. Long throw up in the air. It's popped up. Diaz-Mena giving chase. He's got it again. Alcron and First State clears. They're on the offensive again. Longer trying to track down that ball. But First State going to set something up here. Genus gets by. Still moving. Genus, that one deflected out of bounds by Fennick. But First State with the ball.
They have time to get something off.
We're about to hit stoppage time here in the first half. AC trying to hold strong here to this 3-1 lead. Genus, shot on net, and it finds itself going wide as Dorchin didn't have to do much, just moved to his left. And now he'll take his time on this goal kick. Dorchin sends one a long way. Furman heads it ahead. Tate trying to fight for the ball for Atlantic City. This one popped up sky high and lands out of bounds. Ball in favor of Atlantic City. Louis Jean-Baptiste shaking up on the near sideline. Bent over, but he seems to be all right. Now Fennick will throw it in. Long throw in ahead of Jean-Baptiste. Furman headed it in for First State. This one's popped up again. Genus gets it back for First State. Now he hits the deck, and we're going to have no whistle. First State not a fan of that call. Non-call, I should say. Up ahead, Genus. Deflected out by Fennick. Almost 2 minutes into additional time here in the first half. Williams coming on in strong. Diaz-Bonilla gets it back, though, for Atlantic City off the deflection. Opong lost it. Now Diaz-Bonilla again. Over for Jean-Baptiste. Nifty footwork now. He goes down. Twirled down by Sal. A little too much contact there. Dorchin coming on up for this free kick. This one's sky high, headed up. It's loose. Back out, Schneider. Fennick tried to corral it, and it's cleared out. Diaz-Bonilla again, steal.
Great stop right there.
Still has it. Over to Opong, far sideline. Avoids the contact, sends one deflected, and AC still in possession.
Referee's looking at his watch.
We're 4 minutes into additional time in the first half. Got to be nearing the end here. Like say a 3-1 lead. Getting back to their scoring ways. Long throwing again, up, headed down, and it just went wide of the net, trickled out. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. So after the first 45 minutes and change, it's Atlantic City 3, First State 1. And as far as what Atlantic City did in that first half, I was a big fan of the pressure, constant pressure. They got back to what they were doing during their earlier wins this season. First State really just couldn't find to get anything going. But, of course, you saw Fall finally get one through to the back of the net near the end of the first half.
Sneaky, there he is, but you're absolutely right. That pressure is phenomenal from Atlantic City all over the field. And you see it's on all fronts. It's not just one or two guys. It's anyone trying to get out of the back. There's at least one, two, maybe even three guys that are swarming on any of First State's defense. There was a good stretch there that they had. I don't even think they got it past the half. So I think they keep doing that. They keep in mind the forwards for First State, and I think we're not going to have any chance for them to come back. But same goes for First State. Like, what do they have to do? What kind of changes are they going to make during the halftime? Right now they're very reliant on their front three, and at times they're the only people that are up on the attack. There's no midfield. There's not much support. First State's so worried about defending that they don't have much opportunity. But maybe that's how they got their goals in the past. I'm not really sure. The other thing I'm a little concerned about for ACFC, they have to be, is that last when they did win up against, I believe, Hershey, they were down 2-0 and managed to come back score 3 goals in the second half. So we'll see how that plays out.
Once again, at the half, it's Atlantic City 3, First State 1. You're watching the MPSL. Back here at Egg Harbor Township High School for the second half between Atlantic City FC and First State FC. Nick Costco alongside Dennis Heenan up in the broadcast booth. Atlantic City with a 3-1 lead, courtesy of 2 goals from Johnny Fennick and 1 from Roberto Alacron. They built up a 3-0 lead before Hassan Ben Suleiman Fall found the back of the net at the 43-minute mark for First State to cut the lead. Atlantic City kick things off here, going left to right as Diaz Bonilla sends one in deep. And First State, who were on their heels virtually the entire first half, they're going to try to get something going here in the early goings of the second frame.
I'd be interested to see how the wind plays a part in this half. With the speed that First State does have, are they going to continue to play long balls and try to get it on to Fall? Or they're going to try to do a little more ticky-tack?
This is Genus on the near sideline. We're going to come on in. And he's going to lose that one away, but we have a whistle. AC questioning the foul call as Schneider really can't believe that he was whistled for one.
It's a pretty dangerous area for ACFC to handle. He's going to call for 2 in the wall, maybe even 3.
We've seen their defense be pretty active this evening, but we have yet to see them really defend a set piece like this. Nago sends one in straight to Dorchin, and he makes the save.
I was expecting a little bit more on that one. That great positioning.
Were you surprised he took that shot virtually head on to the goalkeeper?
Yeah, I think he had a great opportunity. The way they were lined up, he had a lot of numbers up. Maybe he saw something. Maybe he felt lucky. That's the other thing I was saying about, when you're down 3-1, how many individuals are going to be? And right now we're seeing.
There's Nago, and a nice save there by Dorchin.
Fantastic reaction save.
Atlantic City now trying to clear it out of their half. Out of bounds. And AC ball. Delayed call.
Naga didn't get too many touches in the first half, so it's interesting to see him kind of surprise ACFC with that. That was a fantastic reaction save from Dorchin now.
Keeps it a 3-1 game. As Longer now has it on the far side. This one's sending it a long way. Starts with Simo, clears that one out of there, ends the AC threat. Here's the throw in from Schneider. Up high, headed out. Alacron try to get a solid strike on it. It'll deflect out of bounds on the far side. Schneider said to throw it in again. A long throw in. Head it up and clear it out. This is Tate around midfield. Send it on in just over the head of Opon. A little too far. So Simo will boot one up to midfield. Now AC looking to corral the ball back. First State trying to settle back in. Some nifty movement there by Schneider. But it's Fall. Sending it across the way. Ferment. First look to set something up. A chance inside. Ball loose. And out of bounds it goes. And they were to get a corner kick.
He's calling for contact. I didn't see anything. If anything, I thought it was off his hand. But he's trying to sell it.
Quick corner from First State. That one on the way, a little too far. Good D there by Fennick. Alacron still giving chase. Back towards the center. Cleared out for the moment. Furman on the far side. Diaz-Bonilla giving chase. Gets the steal. And now Tate up the way. Tate with a head full of steam. Trying to draw some contact. Ball loose. Out of bounds it goes. Ruled in favor of First State. More contact, but ref says play on. Diaz-Bonilla all over the ball. And a hard slide tackle there. Got a whistle.
Ref's reaching in his pocket for that one.
Oh, there goes the yellow card. So First State will quickly play on here. Trying to get some nifty passing going. Nago. This pass is going to trickle a little too far, but kept in. Sanderson.
Good clearance.
Good job there by Coudini, and right ahead for Jean-Baptiste. Trying to split nearly the entire defense. He lost it across midfield.
ACFC right now sitting a little more on their heels. First State's coming out strong in the second half.
They definitely got a boost. Chance in on net, deflected out of bounds. Be a corner kick.
Give them a taste of their own medicine, which up until this point has been pretty successful. 7 minutes into the second half.
And so far, First State, the team that's pressuring more here. Long throw in ahead. Ball up in the air. Diaz-Bonilla trying to get to it. Coudini and Diaz-Bonilla gave chase. There's Alacron. They'll get it back over to Dorchin. He'll pump it away. To the First State back line. And now it seems like it's Atlantic City ball, but at this rate now they're the team struggling to get across midfield in the early goings of this second half.
Here
Diaz
spread the ball a little bit wider.
Schneider head full of steam down the sideline, trying to get up for Opong. Wanted some contact. Out of bounds it goes, and that's going to result in a corner kick. He let it go. Smart play. And AC finally with a offensive chance here. This will be Alacron in the corner for Atlantic City. Sends one in. Header from Longer. Hits the deck, and Sergio Simo dives on it. Although wide of the net, he ends the threat.
Here, ACFC needs to lock in First State. They need to get their composure back. I feel like they got to get back hold of that game.
Opong gets a steal. Far sideline. Coming on strong in the corner. He gets hooked down and hits the deck. No whistle. On the near sideline now, First State coming on up. Far sideline now. Ahead, and Dorchin a sliding grab.
Once again, fast off his line, quick to react. Fantastic with Dorchin. Love seeing that in a goalkeeper.
Not afraid to get far out of the net if it's going to help out his defense. Diaz-Bonilla up ahead. Jean-Baptiste giving chase. He gets knocked to the turf. And no whistle again. Referee says play on. That's Schneider. More contact, and now we're going to get a bit of a delayed whistle there. A free kick for Atlantic City. A little over 10 minutes gone here in the second half. They're still hanging on to this 3-1 lead, but First State has come alive a bit. Especially after getting that late goal in the first half. This one sent over for Tate, and now he sends one in deep. AC with a chance, and that flag goes up, and you saw it looked like 4 Atlantic City players were behind and well off sides. So that threat's over.
You run the risk. And he tried to do something a little trickier. That First State reacted well. They all stepped up on the line. You saw it coming.
Good way to quickly shut down those set pieces. So everybody walk up 5 yards. Date will clear this one for AC. But First State back with it as Nago sends it over to the near side. And it looks like that one trickled out of bounds, and AC will get possession back as Sanderson could not keep it in. Fennec up the way. It's Tate. Strong kick and goes wide of the net. Atlantic City going to give chase. Schneider corrals. Pass here, Alacron trying to find some space. Deflected away on that shot. AC keeping it in the offensive zone. Back over Date. Fennec. Up ahead, Jean-Baptiste. Far side, Tate. This one's dumped in. Schneider a chance and just goes high. And well out of play into the backwoods.
That's better movement from ACFC. A lot better. Pinging the ball around. Good movement. Spacing it out. I think that's what they got to do. I think they got to try to spread the team out as much as possible. I feel like First State has trouble reacting to that.
First State trying to make something happen here on this next offensive series. Nago, far sideline now. This one's sent on in a little wide. Header kept out. Another chance. AC trying to lock down. Nago deflected around and right into the hands of Dorchin. Boy, he's able to track that one down. That could have been bad for Atlantic City. And after about 3 deflections heading on towards the net, Dorchin able to securely get the ball. And now Atlantic City will reset. Dorchin has to quickly get rid of that one. His First State starting to press a little bit. Out of bounds it goes. AC still with the ball.
I agree with that attempt to work small out of the back. Again, it worked in the first half where they were spreading the defense. Defense was spreading wide. They were pinging it around. It was making First State chase all the balls. It was giving more channels for the midfield to slide into, able to get out of the back much easier. I agree with that.
Date. And the bounce it goes again, and First State takes over. Trying to reset things here. So we're past the 61-minute mark. And looks like we're going to get a sub on, I believe, for First State. Perhaps my eyes deceive me. First State here in the offensive zone now. Sending up ahead. Dorchin comes out of the net, and he corrals this one again to reset things for Atlantic City.
I'm noticing that First State are sitting two players out wide, kind of hiding them with their heels on the chalk line.